Okay, we're going to talk about the greatest investment you could ever make in your life. Okay, and we're going to talk about the world's worst investment you could make in your life. So let's start over here. Now, wealthy people buy when real assets, I'm talking about real wealth, is on the cheap. When there's blood in the streets, they buy it all up. Okay, well, look it. We're in a time right now where there's blood in the streets. God, or the good of eternal life, present, always, now, it's on the dip, okay? See the Richard Dawkins scale here, from enlightenment down to shame. You see this red dip line here, that's the faith index, the collective data pool, what's reflecting to us in the world around us. So look what's happening here. You got the matrix, market manipulation. So the matrix outside of you is an empty, dead carcass. The world is not there. Look at my video series. It's www.idisrupt.world. Just let me break it down to you. It's not there. It's designed to keep you enslaved through your attention. Your fear is the dis-ease in your life because it breaks the contract with God. So here we have coronavirus, Kobe Bryant, earthquakes, stock dips, politics, impeachment, censorship, and then you have these other two things that I don't need to mention, but this is going on and then some. So the collective data pool, you see the scale of the collective is going. Do you think we're at fear? I think we're a little bit lower than that. I think we're at apathy. Okay, now next, people are going to start being guilty, having Stockholm syndrome. Now, it doesn't matter because those people are actually just backdrop characters in the Matrix. So we're talking about you, the listener, because it's your reflection, your hologram, all right? So the mass consensus says that evil outweighs good. You see that teeter-totter? Evil is in charge. You see, God's impotent. God's powerless. Where's God in all this? How come there's nothing good happening? How come this is happening? See, the false narrative fake news flash, all right, is that we have fear is on a bull run right now. In other words, people are investing heavily in bullshit. So war, impeachment, corona, climate, all this stuff, right? It's all a reflection of sin consciousness. You see, in the ancient Gnostic texts, you're here because you doubted in your heart. So the earth, that is the physical representation of the five senses, is a schoolmaster. Romans 8, you have a choice. You can live as the image and likeness of God as a spiritual fact, or you can become a mortal with a birth date and a death date and live through a carnal meat suit, being subjected to all of this over here. You see, you're subject to all of this under the law of sin and death. Now, right now, it's not a good time to be under the law of sin and death because what's happening is the collective data pool reflection is plummeting to an all-time low, and fear is on an epic bull run, okay? It's on an epic bull run. So what are we going to do about it? Well, this is how mortals have sinned, is that they behold terror, the dream of the night, the dream of the five senses. They believe that the world out there, looking through your computer, your phone, your eyes, your human eyes, you believe that this is real. It's an empty, dead carcass. The world's not there. Your outer world is a representation of your inner state of being. You're under the law of sin and death, under the law of the flesh, until you proclaim that good is all. You see, until you proclaim that God is all in all and good manifesting itself now is the only life, the only power, the only principle, until you profess God is God and you are the reflection of God, sinless and blameless and eternally held in his love, imperturbable, impenetrable to all of these claims of error, until you do that, you have a breach of trust in your heart and you're failing the exam and you are subject to whatever this is dishing up. And so God is on the dip right now. So if you want to become absolutely wealthy and you want to have the kingdom and you want to manifest all of your dreams, well, I'll tell you something. There's a lack of interest for it right now, so there's a huge buying opportunity. What do? Well, you believe that God is all in all. You are the image and likeness of God, a spiritual fact. You see, his love takes precedence before any so-called claim can come against it. Are you telling me some virus that was released is going to steal God's reflection from the mirror of himself looking at his own love made manifest? No, that is the lie of the father of lies. And so, until you get it right in your heart, until you believe that God is all in all, and that you're his child, and nothing could ever come against you other than his love, until you believe that and walk from it in your heart, then you'll be over here, subject to all of this. It's a choice. I suggest you read Romans 8, listen to some of my talks on it on my YouTube channel. Go to idisrupt.world. Check out my 3-2-1 prosperity formula, MatthewDavidHurtado.com. Get right with God, because right now is a major buying opportunity.